Leviticus chapter 8 from the Bishop's Bible. And the Lord spake unto Moyses, saying, Take Aaron and his sons with him, and the vestures, and the anointing oil, and a bullock for a sin offering, and 2 rams, and a basket of unleavened bread. And gather thou all the congregation together unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And Moyses did as the Lord commanded him. And the people were gathered together unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And Moyses said unto the congregation, This is the thing which the Lord commanded to be done. And Moyses brought Aaron and his sons, and washed them with water. And he put upon him the coat, and girded him with a girdle, and put upon him the robe, and put the ephod thereon, which he girded with the broidered gardé that was in the ephod, and bound it unto him therewith. And he put the breastplate thereon, and put in the breastplate the Urim and the Thummim. And he put the cap of estate upon his head, and put upon the cap, even upon the forefront, the golden plate, the holy crown, as the Lord commanded Moyses. And Moyses took the anointing oil, and anointed the tabernacle, and all that was therein, and sanctified them, and sprinkled thereof upon the aulter 7 times, and anointed the aulter, and all his vessels, the laver and his foot, to sanctify them. And he poured the anointing oil upon Aaron's head, and anointed him, to sanctify him. And Moyses brought Aaron's sons, and put coats upon them, and girded them with girdles, and put bonnets upon their heads, as the Lord commanded Moyses. And he brought the bullocks for the sin offering. And Aaron and his sons put their hands upon the head of the bullock for the sin offering. And Moyses slew him, and took the blood, which he put upon the horns of the aulter, round about with his finger, and purified the aulter, and poured the blood at the bottom of the aulter, and sanctified it, to make reconciliation upon it. And he took all the fat that was upon the inwards, and the caul of the liver, and the 2 kidneys, and their fat, and Moyses burned it upon the aulter. But the bullock, and his hide, his flesh, and his dong, he burned with fire without the host, as the Lord commanded Moyses. And he brought the ram from the burnt offering, and Aaron and his sons put their hands upon the head of the ram, which Moyses killed, and sprinkled the blood upon the altar round about. And Moyses cut the ram into his pieces, and burnt the head, the pieces, and the fat, and washed the inwards and the legs in water. And Moyses burnt the ram every whit upon the aulter, for it was a burnt sacrifice for a sweet savour, and an offering made by fire unto the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moyses. And he brought the other ram, namely the ram of consecrations. And Aaron and his sons put their hands upon the head of the ram, which Moyses slew, and took of the blood of it, and put it upon the tips of Aaron's right ear, and upon the thumb of his right hand, and upon the great toe of his right foot. And Moyses brought Aaron's sons, and put of the blood on the tip of the right ear of them, and upon the thumbs of their right hands, and upon the great toes of their right feet. And Moyses sprinkled the blood upon the aulter round about. And he took the fat, and the rump, and all the fat that was upon the inwards, and the caul of the liver, and the 2 kidneys, with the fat, and the right shoulder, and out of the basket of unleavened bread that was before the Lord he took 1 unleavened cake, and a cake of oiled bread, and 1 wafer, and put them on the fat, and upon the right shoulder, and put all together upon Aaron's hands, and upon his son's hands, and waved it a wave offering before the Lord. And Moyses took them from their hands, and burnt them upon the altar for a burnt offering. These were consecrations for a sweet savour, and sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord. And Moyses took the breast, and waved it for a wave offering before the Lord. For of the ram of consecrations it was Moyses' part, as the Lord commanded Moyses. And Moyses took of the anointing oil, and of the blood which was upon the altar, and sprinkled it upon Aaron and his garments, and upon his sons, and on his sons' garments with him, and sanctified Aaron and his vestures, and his sons' vestures with him. And Moyses said unto Aaron and his sons, Boil the flesh at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and there eat it with the bread that is in the basket of consecration. And as I commanded, saying, Aaron and his sons shall eat it. And that which remaineth of the flesh and of the bread shall ye burn with fire. And ye shall not depart from the door of the tabernacle of the congregation 7 days, until the days of your consecrations be at an end. For 7 days shall he fill your hand. As he did this day, even so the Lord hath commanded to do, to make an atonement for you. Therefore shall ye abide at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation day and night 7 days long, and keep the watch of the Lord. And ye shall not die, for so I am commanded. And so Aaron and his sons did all things which the Lord commanded by the hand of Moyses.